So after becoming successful and making some decent amount of money after being a college flunk out who was broke and could barely make ends meet, right? After I made some money, I wanted to figure out ways that I could make that money work for me, right? Whether that be in the stock market, real estate, other types of investments. I needed to figure out, okay, now that I've got this money, what do I do with it so that it doesn't, just sit there and does nothing? I need it to make me some money. So I decided to dabble in the real estate game, right? Because, I see a lot of posts about Airbnbs and real estate. Diversifying your income that way is like one of the most important things you need to do. Real estate, real estate, real estate. And so last year I bought 2 houses, and one is our main house that we live in. So we can just, essentially sit there and let it accumulate and grow in its asset. And then we bought this house, which is a mountain house. And when we're not here, we Airbnb it out. And it's doing fine. I have no complaints. I'm happy with the decisions. And it's like we have a mountain house essentially for free. And I'm learning that in order to make a lot of money in the real estate game, there's just a lot of work that gets involved in it. And it is not passive income. And to me, the crazy thing is that I'm seeing these like posts from these real estate people saying that they make like $10, $20, $30,000 a month from their Airbnbs, right? And they have like 10 Airbnbs. That is so much work, so much funds that have to get moved around, and buying and selling houses in itself is just such a nightmare of an ordeal to go through. And I'm like, only to make $20,000 to $50,000-ish every single month from all those Airbnbs to me is crazy work. And I know that sounds insane, okay, because $20,000 or $50,000 every single month is a ton of money. But coming from what it is that I do that makes money, it seems like I don't know why anybody would get in that space. Like, why would anybody get into the real estate game with all of that headache, all of that overhead, all of those banks and funds that have to get moved around, dealing with all of these people checking in and out of your Airbnbs? And I know you can hire people to do that too. It's its own beast. And so now I'm just like doubling down on what it is that I do in the internet space, because I make way more money. I make about 6 figures every single month. I make, millions of dollars annually doing solely things on the computer that require like no overhead at all. I'm in the service-based industry, okay? So I know Meta ads, TikTok ads, and email marketing. Those are the services that I offer to brands and to businesses and to companies. And I don't have local businesses. I have big businesses that I do their ads for. And the crazy thing is that the majority of it can be fully automated, right? AI, of course, can automate almost everything now. And also you can build a team of people that will help you out and do the work for you so that you simply just grow the business, aka get more clients, aka make more money. And I work so minimal on this. I'm talking like 10 hours a month because it's automated and because I have help, and that I just really can coast. And to me, that is such more of like a passive income type of thing. And it just doesn't take any capital to start up, right? I didn't need to have a down payment. I made my first $10,000 month online with 0 degree, 0 startup cost. I was literally a broke bartender, and I was able to hit a $10,000 month without spending a single dime. Simply by learning these trades and services online, totally for free. And then going and pitching my services to businesses and getting them on monthly retainers. And, the platforms you use like Meta ads, those platforms are free to use. And so the overhead, the cost is like nothing. It's nothing to offer these services. And the monthly retainers are crazy. And so it's just an interesting perspective. Once you start making internet money, like all the other ways to make money seem so crazy, dealing with all of those funds and houses and Airbnb people potentially ruining your houses. And I'm not saying it's bad either. I'm happy that we have a mountain house now and we can Airbnb it out and it's essentially free, and probably it will start to actually generate a profit. And maybe I'll want to do another house somewhere else so that I can actually vacation there too, have a house to vacation in. And then it also, pays for itself, but maybe also makes a little bit of money. That sounds like a good time to me. But actually doing it for your individual sole income is just, when internet money and things to do online exists, is crazy to me. I do think though, diversifying of course is important. So having money in real estate, having money in my internet business, having money in the stock market and in other investments is smart. And I'm planning on doing all of that. It's just, if you want to make money, the sky is the limit online. It's crazy, crazy. And, costs nothing. It's free.